Hey guys, Eric here with another review. Apologize for my long absence. I have been a little bit busy in between working on the Quantum Ranger, work, just personal stuff. But here we are again with the promised review, Kamen Rider Ryuki from the Figure Eye Standard line. Real quick, this is one of the best figures I've ever owned from this line. Easily knocks Commander Hibiki right out of the top spot. That's how much I love it. He is one of the first Kamen Riders I ever saw back when he was Kamen Rider Dragon Knight in America. But enough about that. Let's take a look at the box that this model kit comes with. Here I am back with the box. You can see here, Figure Eye Standard, Toei, Kamen Rider Ryuki right here, Master Rider Ryuki, plastic model kit, Dragredder, the symbol for his TV show. We have some close-ups of the figure, all of Dragredder, what he comes with, his sword vent, strike vent, guard vent, being able to use it in two different ways. We have his cards he comes with. We have him and Dragredder posing together. A little bit of read-ups on everything. Ryuki, and a little bit about the TV show. Kamen Rider Ryuki, the stand and stuff. And yeah, now let's take a closer look at the figure. So here with the close-up of the figure, real quick, I'm just going to point out the stickers. These gold bands around his crown piece right up here. This silver dragon piece right up here. Same thing in the back. For his belt right here. His advent deck. And for the drag visor on his arm. Apart from those being stickers, oh yeah, and these little accent pieces right here. Actually, some under the eyes too, but you can't really tell. Apart from that, this is one of the nicest looking Figure Eye Standard Kamen Rider figures there are. A lot of the things on this figure came pre-painted. All of the silver you see here was pre-painted in the box, along with the mouth, the helmet, the chest, the armor, all these little side pieces. Everything on here, a lot of it was pre-painted, so it looks really, really nice. This probably is one of the most accurate looking model kits in this wave, in this line. I really do love it. Like comparisons and stuff, he is probably one of the nicest figures in this line. Like I said, probably like #1, honestly, tied with Kamen Rider Hibiki. Dragredder in the back also has pre-painted parts, and I will talk about him in a little bit. But these are some little details he's got, A lot of these little silver accents have this design on top of them. Really, really nicely done. You can see the whole belt is sculpted in really nicely apart from the sticker. Drag visor does have all these materials on there. All this sculpting under there, on top of the stickers. These are actually different, and I will swap them out in a little bit. They really did do these visor lines really, really nice. I love how nice they look. See that belt? He does have this really, really nice lines on his suit, reminiscent of the TV show. Same thing with the knee pads and the bottom of his feet. Do come painted really, really nicely. So that was the figure. Now let's take a look at some of his accessories. So first and foremost, let's get a look at some of the hands he comes with. He does come with this card holding hand with a card in there already. That is a survive card. You can see that. The cards do fit in really, really nicely, just like so. Really, really easy, really nice sculpting. All these hands are basically the exact same, as this black knuckle guard. Comes with that one. Comes with two sets of fists here. Really, really basic stuff. Really, really nice sculpting on the hands, though, like on the fingers and stuff. Really cool. He does have two open hands. Two nicely open hands. And he also does have one holding things hand. Apart from this one posing, like action pose hand on this side, and this other holding hand for the drag visor. Those are the hands he comes with. Apart from that survive mode card, he also comes with this strike vent card. He does come with 5 cards in total. Strike vent. The same design on all of them on the back. Strike vent does come with sword vent. See that right there? Really, really nice plastic. Similar to Kamen Rider Decades Heisei Rider cards. Does come with guard vent. See that right there? These actually look way better on camera. Like, it's hard to see in person, but these look really nice magnified on camera. And he does come with a Dragredder card to summon Dragredder this way. And like I said, they all fit into that hand really, really nicely. Speaking of that hand, I'll show you guys how to switch them out real quick. Just pop the hand off like so, and just pop this hand in. There you go. You got him holding one of the Advent cards, his final event card, but he does still have more accessories. This is the strike vent as mentioned in that card. It's just a smaller head of Dragredder. I will compare it to the actual Dragredder when I get to that part though. I did not put any stickers on here because I do plan on painting this. But like I said, some pre-painted silver parts right here, right there, and these fins and the ridge on his nose right here. But you know, really, really nice sculpting and stuff. The stickers would go right here in the mouth and teeth. Yep, really, really nice. And same thing with the hand. It actually fits on just like a hand. Just pull that out. You can see the inside right there, just like so. And there you have him doing his strike vent. And this would be his sword vent. This is actually Dragredder's tail. You can see a really, really nice sculpting around here. Really nice silver. This doesn't look like a sticker here, but it is. But you know, silver sticker with the black accents. Yep, and it fits into his holding hand really, really nicely. It actually is kind of weird to get these on, so you have to pull the whole thing apart. But you just take the thumb off like so. Like so. And the whole hand comes off. Pop this in there. And then just close it all back up. I'd say it's the one thing that Figurized Standard could improve on is this weird hand thing, but it does fit really nice. This is sword vent, and the same thing with all the other hands. Just pop it off and put it in, and it does look really, really nice with the figure. See that? It fits super nicely in scale. That was his sword vent. Those actually aren't the only accessories that he comes with. His final accessory comes from Dragredder is these guard vents, and let me show you guys how to put those on. So I can imagine you guys are thinking, why are these shoulder pads sticking out? These actually aren't the ones that come like with the figure on him. They're actually these shorter variations that look similar to all the other silver caps that go right where those two extended pieces are. These little small silver pieces, but they're for his guard vent, aka Dragredder's arms and legs, and they just stick in like so to make Dragredder's shield. This is the guard vent, and you can see there, it looks so super nice. Honestly, probably one of the best. These actually are articulated as well. It does have a ball joint in each of these little things right here, and the hands do move forward and back. Really, really nice. Really, really nice. There you go. That is the guard vent, and it doesn't prevent him from moving that much, so that is super. There is another mode you can put these guard vents in, and that's with his hand holding them. Yeah, you do come with these other little black hand pieces, and these do stick in right here. This a little like rubber ball joint type of thing, and he's gonna hold them on his hand. And let me show you guys. It's kind of hard to get it on, but you know, I'll do my best to get it done on camera. It's easier to do this process first to get the hand around these black holding things pieces. And I'm gonna show you with the left arm, my left. So just get it in like this, clamp it in, and then we're going to connect it to this port right here. Now we're gonna go back over to the figure and take a look at how it's all gonna look together. So in this mode, it kind of looks like he's carrying it, but it's more meant to guard him like an actual shield. You can see how it's connected from right there. In the box art, it does show him blocking it like this, you know, like an actual shield, instead of just having the guard vent up on his shoulders. It's kind of annoying because the hand likes to pop off right here. If you guys can see that little separation right there, it does like to pop off, but I mean, it looks cool. I wouldn't put it in this style just because it is kind of a hassle to you know, take the hand apart and put it back in. I mean, and then it's more accurate to do it this way. But I mean, it does look cool, you know. He can like guard it like so, and just, it does look. It looks like an actual shield, you know, going with his theme as a knight. But yeah, it does look pretty cool. Now he also does come with these last two flight stands for Dragredder, which I will finally talk about now. So now let's take a look at Dragredder. So here you are back with Dragredder. I really apologize because it's super hard to get him all in frame because he's so long. He is actually 12 inches long as advertised in the box, I think. His sword fell off. Widen that a little bit, but for the most part, this thing is super, super nice. The sculpting on this thing is insane. This actually is the first thing you build right out of the box. You can see the head sculpt here. He does have a lot of really nice sculpting. The stickers do include this ridge on his nose, the eyes, not the teeth. Teeth are come painted, but all these black and silver segments are all stickers. But it works for this type of advent. It just works with the design. It looks really, really clean, you know. It looks super clean. He is a robotic dragon. I actually do have another Dragredder. I'll see if I can find a photo of the SIC Dragredder compared to this Dragredder. It's just a really big difference, but I mean, it looks super cool. He does have an articulating mouth. You guys can see that, and every part of him moves. It reminds me a lot of Serpentera from Power Rangers, if you guys know what that is. I mean, you guys do watch my channel, of course. See there? He does move quite a bit. This actually was really difficult for me. I'm refilming this review because this part was so difficult to get done. But you know, it does. You can get him into some really, really cool poses. And you know, the hands, these arms and legs do articulate to show motion. We can get him like into the strike vent pose. And speaking of strike vent, you can now see the difference between the heads. You can see this one is quite a bit bigger. I actually thought this was going to be the strike vent head, but you know, here it is in all its glory. You can see the differences in size. You know, not bad at all. I really wish they had done this exact same treatment with this one though, instead of it being mostly stickers. But yep, this was Dragredder. He does have a really, really nice deep dark metallic red color, and like I said, everything on him moves. Everything on Dragredder can move. You can get some really nice poses. I really like to turn him and have him laying down like this. You know, if he had his legs, he actually wouldn't fall. But yeah, something like this, you know, it's just so he doesn't fall. But yeah, this was Dragredder, and sorry guys, it's kind of like crappy. This was the hardest part last time, and that's why I'm trying to refilm it, you know, get something good. Anyway, let's look at Kamen Ryuki's articulation. So here we are getting on with Ryuki's articulation, and I don't know what it is about this figure, if it's his design, maybe it's nostalgia, but I feel like he moves like the best out of all of them. You know, maybe it's his like really organic looking suit design, or you know, just kind of plain, but he does move really well. The head does do a full 360 unhindered. Head goes up all the way really nicely and down, left and right, you know, side to side, as does the neck at the bottom. Arms do go forward, back, up right here at this joint. You can see he has a cut right here in the joint. It goes up along. You can see the ball joint in there also moves up. He also moves upwards with the work of his butterfly joint up there, which allows to go like this. You guys can see that. He can get his arms pretty crossed forward like so. Get a nice, you know, arm cross pose. So it does help a lot with the arm movement. Upper bicep swivel. It actually is cut at an angle, which is pretty weird. It's pretty cool. It's pretty weird, but pretty cool. Single joint elbow. It's very nice and deep. Arm or hand does do a full 360, you know, all the hands do. Really, really nice ab movement. Backwards, forwards, side to side. Legs to go forward, back. Basically a full splits out. Upper thigh, double knee. Foot does do a full 360. Does go down and up. And you got a little bit of ankle pivot. So this is really awesome. I love the articulation. This time to show you guys a little bit more, little few gimmicks this thing has, I think, that I forgot along the way. So a really cool feature he does come with, which is very accurate to his TV show, and I love that a lot of these figures have been doing this lately, is that you can actually make his drag visor work. I didn't show you guys earlier, but this can go down and up. This is how I believe he gets cards, or how he activates them in the TV show. But by pressing down on this, you guys can see that, you know, down, you actually can get one of these advent cards to go in there. So I'm going to put in the drag visor card, or the Dragredder card, into that little slot you see right there. Put it in and close it as if it's activating. And then to get it out, you just pop the whole thing off, and there it is. The drag visor card. It actually is super, super awesome. And I really do love that these model kits, you know, they put a lot of love into them. Now I'm going to show you guys a little bit of, actually one more little gimmick this guy has. I'll be right back. So now we're actually, I brought in Decade, right? Because we're going to convert him into Combinator Decade. I didn't show this on the other ones, but his is rather easy. And I'll show you guys how to do it real quick. So first, we're just going to split him apart right here at the lower waist, you know, his waist. We're going to pull these belt pieces apart. Like I said, everything is silver, like pre-painted. Just pops off in the front. I do not believe cards can fit in here. I'm not sure. I don't think they can. Oh, actually, one last accessory. I believe this whole advent deck can come out. Let me find out. No, it cannot. But yeah, I take that apart. And Decade does come with a bunch of these extra belt pieces. This one I believe is E or D. And you just put it on top of his waist like so. See that it fits him like that. We're gonna grab the torso piece, put it back on. Then we're gonna grab Combinator Decade. We're gonna go take the whole Neo Decadrive Raft Decade, and it should just fit in like so. Now we have Combinator Ryuki as Combinator Decade, and that is awesome because this is actually like an actual appearance that he does in Combinator GO. He does appear with Combinator Decade's, you know, Decade appears Ryuki. That's pretty cool. Yeah, and you know, faithful, very faithful to the whole canon of the character Decade. There is Combinator Ryuki next to Combinator Decade, and these things fit perfectly in scale together. Here he is next to a Lightning Collection figure, my yet to be completed Quantum Ranger, and like I said, they do fit really nicely in scale. These do scale better with Power Rangers Lightning Collection than actual SH figure arts do. There he is next to a 7-inch McFarlane figure next to Azrael, who almost does not fit in frame. And lastly, there he is next to an actual SH figure arts Kamen Rider. You can see the difference in height is just substantial and very noticeable. So final thoughts on this figure. Probably one of the most solid figurized standard Kamen Rider figures that's ever come out. Real quick, he does come with those silver stands, you know, the clear ones they all come with. The only downside I would say, honestly, is Dragredder is too big. This does not fit in my display at all, so that's why he's on my review station. And his shoulders like to pop out at the butterfly joint, but other than that, I cannot complain. He comes with literally everything from the TV show, from the little cards to his whole contract monster. This is probably the nicest figurized standard Kamen Rider, right in front of Hibiki, because his paint was amazing. That was the review, guys. Really sorry for the long wait. Rate, comment, subscribe. I check out my other videos. Yeah, later. Peace.